Hello there.
Hello.
How are you today?
So good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us your name, your pronouns, and what you do.
Okay. My name is Tate. My pronouns are he, him, and I am a teacher.
Okay, wow. Big brain. Okay, Tate, tell me, what motivates you in life?
What motivates me? I think in general, I want to be like the best at things. Whether that be like, growing up, it was mostly academics. So like I always wanted to score the best. I played a lot of sports growing up. My relationship with my dad was largely like he was my coach. So that was a spot where I could like try to be the best soccer player, basketball player. And even just like in friendships and things, it's not exactly attainable always, but like I want to be like, I'm in a group, like I want to be their favorite person or like their best friend. Like I don't just want to be like, they like me, I want to be their favorite. So it's detrimental at times of like leads to people pleasing, but everything I do, I try to be like the best at it.
What personalities do you not mesh with?
Anyone who like talks more than they listen or doesn't take criticism, thinks they're the smartest person at all times. So I think there's times where someone just like, it's their way or the highway, it's all their world. And sometimes I think if that happens, even if it's detrimental to my game, I could see myself maybe speaking up and like knocking someone down a few pegs just because personality-wise, I kind of feel like I have to.
All right, so what pet peeves do you have?
I don't know, like currently what I'm thinking of is like a typical when people say literally all the time or actually, or if there's, I guess it's also where I'm living like up in Buffalo near Canada, like the A's after everything. If you're like right, like seeking that agreement constantly.
What challenges do you think you will excel at or possibly struggle with?
I think that a strength I will have is being competitive, being strategic, always trying to like maneuver and use people in the right way. But I think the biggest fear I have or weakness that I worry about is just like first impressions. I'm terrible with names. So I'm kind of worried, especially when there's everyone in the house, like, am I gonna remember your name? If I do win a challenge and I'm the Olympian, like, and I have to like select people to keep safe, like, do I just point at them and say you over there? So I will be very cognizant to try to think of ways, and very early on I'll be trying to memorize those names.
Kind of switching gears a little bit, what is your favorite thing about yourself?
Whenever I do something or I like something, I kind of go all in, which sounds similar to like being the best, but it is different of like, I like fixate on things. Like I'm a big movie nerd, TV nerd, and before I had like the apps for it, like in my notes app, I would like go through and like list and rank everything that I've watched, like my favorites.
Okay, what is something people may not expect?
I might go a little bit deeper with this question. So originally I'm from Kentucky and I moved up to Buffalo, New York, but just like walking on the street in Kentucky, being like a white male, I think people typically like assumed that I agreed with their politics or their social views in times when I didn't. And then now living up in Buffalo, I feel more comfortable with like the random stranger I pass. I kind of assume that we're more on the same wavelength of being like progressive in our views of just like the human condition, whatever. And actually what really led to me quitting basketball was it was just like a very sort of toxic masculine locker room. Not that they were like bad people, but it was just like that rah-rah like man energy that just like I don't vibe with. And I think maybe just like a stranger meeting me one-on-one, they would assume that's maybe more so the type of person that I am.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.